good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights to the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm and do not forget to subscribe. So didn't I tell y'all just be patient, man? This is what happens. Now we see Bitcoin at $46,786. This is why you do not want to panic when you see prices pull back. You want to take advantage of those dips. Now we got the same thing going on right now with Shiba Inu that you should be paying attention to. But let's go over the overall market. $1.72 trillion market cap. So we got just that $1.72 trillion market cap, up almost 6% in the last 24 hours. We got Bitcoin again at 46,794. Let's see, it's absolute top for the day. So for the absolute high, it looks like around 47,200. So this is the first time we see Bitcoin break into that 47,000 territory in maybe the last, since the bear market basically kicked in. So let's see. Last time we seen Bitcoin around this price was April 1st, 2022. Now remember, I've been telling y'all that I see that $48,000 price target coming in hot. So keep an eye out for that. Also, we got Ethereum at 2,312, up 5.87%. Bitcoin up 7.8% on the day. We got BNB at $300.12, up 2.33% on the day. Solana at $98.56, up 11.77%. We got XRP at 57 cents, up 2.39% at the moment. We got Cardano at 53 cents, up 11% on the day. So 11.72% for Cardano. Sheesh. Then we got AVAX at $35.67, up 11%. Doge sitting at 8 cents, up 4.69%. DOT at $7.36, up 10.3%. Then we got Tron at 10 cents, up 2%. Link at $13.99, up 8.5%. Matic at 82 cents, up 8% on the day. Timecoin at 224, up 2.7%. Then we got ICP at 1327, up 23.5% on the day, y'all. This is one that's, it really has some potential. Let's take a look at the all-time price, y'all. This was once $500, well, close to 500. We can see $428 right here, and I believe it was even higher than that, if I'm not mistaken. So that might not be a bad one, just to grab a few shares of, or a few coins, just in case. Not financial advice, obviously. But Shiba Inu dropped down to 17th place by market cap. We seen SHIB get all the way down to around that 88 level and bounce up 8%. This is why you want to take advantage of those discounts. Now SHIB sitting at 509422. Right now we seen it dip all the way down to 8577. So imagine if you were able to grab that dip. This is why you don't be afraid. You grab the dips, prices end up moving, back to the upside. Now, obviously, you have to do this on an asset that you trust, an asset that you truly have confidence in, and that you think, has the potential to, rebound. But things looking good in the overall market right now. I told y'all again, once we get to that 1.75 trillion level, even though things are already looking good for those that already been buying, things are going to get even better. That's what I believe. Now let's take a look at what we got going on with a SHIB search result with the Shiba Inu ticker. So 22 hours ago, we seen SHIB dip down to that 50888 level. This is why, again, you want to take advantage of those opportunities, because once the price bounces up, like I told y'all, if you buy a nice significant flash dip, let's say it's a flash dip where the price pulls back very, very quickly, it's likely once traders or investors are aware of that, they'll buy it back up and push things even higher. So you got to keep that in mind. Zach Humphreys says, will the Shiba Inu coin dev team burn trillions of Shiba Inu coin this month? Let's see what else we got over here. She Bezos says how most people do crypto. They buy the top, sell the bottom, call it a scam. So what he means by that, most people buy in, they hear about a project, they don't buy in until they're at a stage, or the price is at a stage of euphoria where the prices are extremely high, and then that's when they get confident enough to buy in. Once they're hearing everyone's success stories, once they're hearing all the gains everyone else made, that's when they finally decide to buy in, which it can sometimes be a little too late for a short term. And then what they do is once the price starts to retrace because they bought the top, they sell it at the bottom. And once it gets to the bottom, once they can no longer hold, that's when they usually panic or, cut their losses. And then they call it a scam. Then they give up and they get salty. That is not the way to crypto. The way to do it is to buy the dip. Dive into that dip. So Shiba Inu whale withdraws 546 billion SHIB from Binance in a massive move. Now this is reported from You Today. Let's take a look at what they have to say. Shout out to all the media outlets keeping up with Shiba Inu. This is a good sign. If you're a newcomer into the space, when you see all the media outlets talking about an asset, that's usually a good sign. Doesn't mean it's just going to go up, but that means it has some media or publicity and notoriety around it. And Shiba Inu, anytime it does something, is going to make major headlines. So that's a project you really want to be involved in, especially when it has a community like we have. So a Shiba Inu whale has made a massive withdrawal of 546 billion SHIB, worth around 9.8 million from Binance Exchange. According to data from on-chain analytics platform Spot On-Chain, according to Spot On-Chain, a fresh whale withdrew 546 billion SHIB valued at 4.93 million at the time of purchase in recent hours. This transaction was also spotted by other on-chain sources. Look On-Chain reported that a fresh wallet had withdrawn 546.34 billion SHIB from Binance in recent hours. Now what that means, usually when we see whales of this size remove tokens from an exchange, that means they plan on holding them for a longer period of time. That means they expect the price to go up in the near future. Can't call it exactly. We have to do some technical analysis to determine that, but that's what that means. So it's a good sign when we see large amounts of Shiba Inu removed from the exchanges. When it's moved off of the exchanges, that means they're less likely to sell it in a shorter period of time or in the near future. So Justin Sun withdrew 500 billion SHIB, 5.2 million from Binance 9 hours ago. In the past 3 days, Justin Sun has withdrawn a total of 7.35 million from 5 assets. So he's holding on to SHIB, Link, Storage, and Pepe. He believes these assets will go up in the near future. So this latest move joins this string of withdrawals from Binance in the latest 1.5 months. According to Spot On-Chain, some whales have made significant SHIB withdrawals from Binance during the said period. In the last 1.5 months, 5 whales speculatively, including Tron founder Justin Sun, have withdrawn 2,700 or 2.74 trillion SHIB, worth around 25.2 million at current prices from Binance. So that's nice to see. We can expect that 25 million worth of SHIB to be held for at least until they start to see some decent gains on it. We can't say how long they plan on holding it for, but the cause of the 546 billion SHIB withdrawal from Binance is unknown. But some possible explanations: the whale might be moving the SHIB to another exchange or wallet, or preparing to stake or burn the SHIB to earn rewards or reduce the total supply. However, for the larger SHIB withdrawals from Binance made by these whales, the presumed logic seems simple. More SHIB was moved off exchanges, presumably to cold storage wallets, as investors become more bullish about the long-term worth of their Shiba Inu holdings. So shout out to You Today for this article. But let's see. Also, y'all, big news coming up in the week. We got Bitcoin ETF news that you need to be prepared about. So we're just going to look at some of the top stories. Has the spot Bitcoin ETF left out of amended S1 filings? What does it mean? Bitcoin ETFs, the bear case. Companies disclose expected fees for spot Bitcoin ETFs ahead. Bitcoin touches 47,000 for the first time since April 2022 as investors brace for landmark ETF decision. How will a spot Bitcoin ETF impact Bitcoin's price? So let's take a look. Bitcoin could soar to 200,000 as ETFs drive huge inflows. Standard Chartered, BlackRock, other potential Bitcoin ETF providers reveal fees. Let's take a look at some of these fees. BlackRock, other potential Bitcoin ETF providers reveal fees. So BlackRock said its fee will start at 0.20%, rising to 0.30%. BlackRock, Fidelity, and other applicants to list the spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund in the U.S. revealed these fees as the crypto industry awaits approval from the Securities and Exchange Commission. BlackRock said in its final S1 filing that its fee will start at 20 basis points for the first 12 months until the fund reaches $5 billion and then settles at 30 basis points. The figure is lower than that predicted by Bloomberg Intelligence ETF analyst James Seyffert, who said last week he expected BlackRock and Fidelity to charge 0.39%. Fidelity announced fees in line with Seyffert's predictions. with as many as 13 ETFs possibly set to list in the US in the coming days. So this could be coming up very, very soon, y'all. So please be prepared. Please check your portfolios, make sure you have your strategies together. Make sure you are topped up on assets that you want to hold on to. And, I really hope that most of y'all have been listening throughout the bear market and accumulating. And hopefully you're seeing the reward from doing so now, but for those that, haven't, Shiba Inu is on discount right now. That's all I can say, y'all. As previously, providers are seeking ways to differentiate themselves from their rivals, and setting enticing fees is one of their main tools in doing so. As previously reported, Invesco and Galaxy are waiving their fee entirely for the first 6 months until its fund reaches $5 billion in assets. Thereafter, a fee of 0.59% will apply. For full coverage, click here. Cathie Wood's investment firm ARK and its custodian 21 Shares set a similar structure, waiving the fee for the first 6 months or the first $1 billion, whichever comes sooner. Thereafter, the fee will be 0.25. So Cathie Wood is, she got the lowest fees, and first 6 months, no fees. That until 1 billion kicked in though. So I see how each of them set it up differently. This one right here has the 0.6 basically, or 0.59 fee, but free for the first 6 months, but basically catching up to the first one having the 0.2 fee, and then the 0.3 after they reach 5 billion in funds. So Bitcoin ticked toward 45,000 on the news, up around 1.8% in the last 24 hours. So we got some good news. This is a bullish thing. Now, one thing I want y'all to keep in mind of the buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation. We could be seeing, I want y'all to understand, of course, I think markets are going to go higher as we get closer and closer into the full bull run. But you got to remember, this could be a buy the rumor, sell the news situation. So several, in two different ways, I'm seeing this. It could be becoming priced in as we lead up to the news of the Bitcoin ETF being approved. Sometimes on the news, that's when we start to see people sell. So be braced and prepared for that, just in case, we do get that green light and people start to lock in profits right at that point, or in case it runs up for a short period right after that news and then it starts to taper off. Remember that that's what will happen. So prepare your strategy for that. Do you want to, sell it at the news? Do you want to, try to wait and buy back in if prices get lower? That's very, very risky. Remember that. I wouldn't try that, especially as a new investor. But, I'm just letting y'all know, especially if you have multiple bags, you can try to, play with your trading strategy. But remember, buy the rumor, sell the news. Prices could go lower if we run up, leading all the way to the news being green lighted. Now, let's say if this doesn't get approved, then most likely that's going to be, a little blow to the market as well, where we start to see overall prices start to retrace a little bit as well. But eventually, I think Bitcoin ETFs will be approved in the future. It's just a matter of time. And, when that happens, people will be excited. Also, we got the Bitcoin halving coming up this year and around, April, March, people are speculating. So exciting things in the horizon, y'all. This time will fly past. Remember, I told y'all that. That's all we got for this one. I got my 3 courses available if you're interested in taking your investing journey to the next level in 2024, man. For the first time, you can get all 3 of my courses bundled together. My stock options trading course, teaching you how to trade options in the stock market Monday through Friday, is going to teach you to do this as a brand new beginner. You're going to be able to watch me live trade. Going to teach you some of the psychology behind it. You're going to learn a lot of different tips and tricks inside of this. Also, you'll get my technical analysis course, which is going to teach you to interpret and understand the data on the charts. So that way you can use these different tools that help you predict or, try to analyze what's going to happen next. You'll be able to understand different chart patterns, just how to use different indicators and put all this together to make better informed decisions. And then we got the Crypto 101 course, just giving you a well-rounded understanding of cryptocurrency investing, especially very, very valuable for those in the beginning of their investing journeys. So reach out to me via email if you want to take advantage of this 3-course deal for one. Take advantage of this promo right now. It's a limited time offer. DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco or X, whatever you calling it. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure you smash the like button on this one, and we are